Welcome to the great Ace Attorney. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. This is a game that, well, if you know anything about Ace Attorney, this is a game that got released in Japan back in 2015, and for a lot of reasons never came to the US. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of localization and changes that got applied to the American Ace Attorney series that so many have piled up over the years that this game does not make sense. This game stars Ryunosuke Naruhodo, the great-great-great-grandfather or something like that of Phoenix Wright. Now, that makes more sense in Japanese because his name in Japanese is Naruhodo, something Ryu. It's more obvious. This is a lawyer game. If you don't know anything about the series, well, you'll see. If you guys are here because of my Danganronpa streams, then you'll like this. You'll like this. This just got an English fan translation, but it just got released. I want to be one of the first people to play it. Anime. It's been decades since Japan has opened itself to the West under the guise of enlightenment. Western culture has surged into this far eastern island country. Residents of the bustling capital have been swallowed up by the waves of change and reform. Even those who were once perplexed by such ideas now lie helplessly in their wake. How to say different? Dead. Oh no. And now, the curtain rises over a certain story from this era. I think that's me. I did not kill this man. Uh-oh. Episode 1. The Adventure of the Great Departure. Bienvenidos a las cuantos. Ace Attorney series. A game where you're a lawyer solving murder mysteries. Oh gosh. That is a thick, chunky typewriter sound. 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court, Defendant Lobby 5. Even now I find it hard to believe. While everything seems so calm in this lobby, just one step beyond lies the grand bench where my fate will be decided. This is a spin-off game. Well, you'll see what the setting's all about in just a second. Vinny needs to add Case Closed to his rewatch list. Ah, detective anime. It's pretty similar. And what do you want? Nothing. Glaring at me won't do you any good, you damned murderer. Oof! What happened to innocent until proven guilty? Actually, I don't know how things worked back in the UK. Back in the UK. Back in the old times of the UK with Sherlock Holmes. You know, I may or may not know that this has something to do with Sherlock Holmes. Did he slap me? Hopefully not. That's abuse. Sorry. Gomen nasai. Gomen nasari. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at Imperial Yumei University in the Empire of Japan. He's only a second year? 3 days ago, I was caught up in a terrible incident. And now I await my judgment. Halt! Otis? Oh, he's cool. He has wind inside a building. His headband is flowing. It's like a solid snake. Bailiff, I'd say it's about time you stem the flow of garbage coming from your mouth. Eee! Burn! Gomenasari. Excuse me, who do you think you are? I'm the defense attorney for the defendant before you. Oh, you know what? This is English, so I should be... Defense attorney, you say? Until today's trial is ended. Until the final verdict has been passed. You have no right to call this man a criminal. Watch your words, bailiff. arrogant little know-it-all! You and your stupid logic! Logic. Logic in a court of law? Who would have guessed? At least I'm capable of making logical arguments, unlike you. Don't you agree, Ryunosuke Naruhodo? Huh? Whoa! Sorry about that! Guy apologizes too much. He's too stressed out. Why are you apologizing to me? Never mind. I'm really sorry, Asogi, for giving you so much trouble. Asogi. So, if you know... I'm gonna say that phrase again. If you're familiar with the Ace Attorney series, there are references to that series that have not been localized. I'm going to catch as many as I can, but in order for this game to make sense, they had to keep Japanese names Japanese, because there is specifically Japanese foreign people in England here. One of the many reasons why this game never got released in America. But I'm just excited for new Ace Attorney. Nathan! Busfuliosi, thanks for the raid. How you doing? How's everybody going? Ace Attorney, we just started the great Ace Attorney. We are Ryunosuke Naruhodo, the great-great-great-grandfather of Phoenix Wright. And we've just been accused of murder. Probably innocent. Probably. So this is the English patch? Yeah. It just got released a few days ago. I installed it to my totally legitimate 3DS. This is a legitimate 3DS. Why am I saying it like that? And I'm one of the first people to play it. So, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm just excited for more Ace Attorney, honestly, because I love the series. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm really sorry, Asogi, for giving you so much trouble. And in the end, you still apologize. You never change. Guess not. They know each other, I guess. Lately, your name has been in every paper in the capital. Imperial Yume University professor killed. The culprit? A student of the same university. And yet, you didn't do it, did you? Of course not! You gotta believe me! I did not kill him! I did not. I'm not a murderer. Then stop hanging your head. Chin up, back straight. Asogi. Asogi! I believe in you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. It's your first mistake. This is my best friend, Kazuma Asogi. He's a second-year student, like me. Do you have a degree in law, sir? Second-year student. I guess he's the only person that would defend me. And just when I thought the Japanese courts in Ace Attorney had a backward system, apparently the UK courts are even worse. Only allowing kids to defend other kids. But to be frank, he and I are worlds apart. He's the pride and joy of our university. Even though he's still a student, he's already qualified to be a defense attorney. That's defense for the sea. You're too kind. Defense attorneys are still an emerging profession here in Japan. Oh, we're in Japan right now. We are but a meager existence in the judicial system, at least for now. Whoop. I know I already said this 3 days ago, but... Alright, Anna, have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you'll catch the next stream earlier. Yeah. Asogi, as your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. 3 days ago. Garrett's also going? Alright, have a good night. Sleep well. That's right. That's when it happened. Congratulations, Asogi! You've finally been approved to study abroad! Yes, I've finally done it. It feels like a dream come true. It seems the government has recognized my achievements as both a student and a lawyer. You'll be studying the greatest legal system in the world as a representative of Japan. Oh, this might be a bit too loud. As your friend, I couldn't be more proud of you. There isn't a soul at Yume University who doesn't know Asogi's name. Wherever he goes, a mysterious warm breeze follows, so the rumors say. I mean, that might be the burrito talking, but... For the sake of reforming this country's legal system, I want to observe a true legal system across the sea with my own two eyes. It might take a while for the reform. Some say they're still working on it to this day. They only barely got a jury system, and apparently they threw it away. Phoenix Wright. The British Empire. Man, I wish I could see it. And why don't you come with me? It would bring me great pleasure to rampage through the Queen's domain with you. Is that an innuendo? You make it sound so easy and dirty. Ah, look at the time. I gotta get going. I'll stay a bit longer. We did come all this way, after all. You're right. We rarely get the chance to visit a high-class establishment like this. Well then, take care. See you in tomorrow's English lecture, partner. Well, at least they finally learned to speak English. Thank you, translation patch. Shortly afterward, it began. What did? The worst event in human history? Mr. Asogi, a moment, please. Oh, hello. I still don't know why I'm trying to do British accents now that I know this is actually Japan. Why, Professor? I didn't expect to see you.
Well, I can't say this incident doesn't concern me. More importantly, you ought to go and see the judge in his chambers.
The judge?
He's been looking for you for quite some time. You took on the role of a defense attorney without much warning, lest you forget. As a result, today's proceedings seem to be in a bit of a disarray.
Who is this gentleman? I feel like I've seen him around the university before. Asogi just said he's a professor. Pay attention, Naruhodo. Understood. I'll be there at once. Oh, this lovely lady. Allow me to accompany you. Well then, Naruhodo, I'll see you in the courtroom. His headband is still going. There must be a fan just off screen blowing it constantly. There's no way. He's like an entourage. Right. I'm counting on you, Asogi. Something tells me we can't completely count on him. I mean, we are the player. Wow. This is awkward.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Are you Ryunosuke Naruhodo, the defendant in today's trial?
Yes, that's me.
I am Yujin Mikotoba, a professor of forensic pathology at Yume University.
Professor Mikotoba? I've heard that name from Asogi. He's the one who tirelessly lobbied the government to let Asogi study abroad.
Asogi has informed me that you were his best friend.
Conflict of interests. We're on the opposite side of this. In the first Ace Attorney game, you defend your best friend.
If that's true, then there's something you must know.
What is it?
As you are aware, Asogi is set to study abroad in the British Empire. However, in the event that he loses today's trial, his trip will be suspended, and he'll never receive such an opportunity again.
Why? Okay. Why are you telling me this? Why are you putting pressure on me? All I have to do is not be guilty. What? Suspended? That is the worst thing to a student in Japan.
You really didn't know then. I suspected that Asogi would wish to hide the truth from you.
So, Asogi's defending me despite the risk? Wait! Why would they do that to him?
Our government chooses who gets to study abroad from a wide pool of candidates. Let's just say that to receive such a privilege is no laughing matter.
But still, I swear I didn't do it. I'm not a murderer.
Oh, but of course. However, I must warn you, it will be quite difficult to prove your innocence. You see, today's trial is special, to say the least.
Suspenseful music. Huh? What do you mean by that?
You'll find out once the trial begins, whether you like it or not.
How do I voice an exclamation point? I'll just do the Metal Gear Solid sound effect. Then what on earth should I do?
Keep this in mind. I'm not asking you to just stand there and accept a guilty verdict.
Huh?
As soon as the trial begins, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. To this question, you must reply, "I am," before anyone else has a chance to speak.
But why? How does he know? He's predicting the future?
We got to go deeper.
I am?
Yes, I am.
Are you stupid? I am! Oh, well, then you're acquitted. Based on, insanity and stupidity. Joe! Regiment X, thanks for the raid. How you doing? Another raid. We got inbound. That's a bad thing. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. How was, what were you playing? Let me give you that shout out. Oh, what the heck? That's not who I meant to shout out. Didn't know that person was in the chat. That's an emote. I shouted out an emote. Rebecca Black. Oh, that's unfortunate. Last seen playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, how's that? I am stupid. Oh, hold on. What kind of question is this going to be? We're playing the Great Ace Attorney. You'll if you know Phoenix Wright, you know what this is. Oh, no way. Wait, he's gonna ask if I'm guilty. Why would I say I am? What are you talking about? You had fun? All right, good to hear, Joe. Is it going to be something like, who's the killer? I am.
No, of course not.
It totally is. Defendant! The trial's about to start. Make your way to the courtroom at once. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh my, it's time. It appears our secret talk must end here. In any case, I shall leave you with these words. Kazuma Asogi must not stand as the defense attorney in today's trial.
Oh. I just understand the implications of this. They don't believe in me. They don't think he can win. And if he doesn't win, he doesn't get to go abroad. They don't want him to be the defense attorney because he might lose. I might be guilty. I'm not, though. No, son of a...
Of course, the one who ultimately decides that will be you, the defendant.
What are you waiting for? You want to be held in contempt of court and declared guilty? That cocky little attorney won't be of much help anyway, so move it! Shut up, I'm thinking. If we lose today's trial, not only will I be found guilty of murder, Asogi will lose his chance to study abroad, too. And so, blissfully unaware of what lay ahead, I headed off to the trial. Starting off with a high note, that fateful trial, one I never forget. 1998, I'll never forget it. Okay. Different Capcom game. Ooh. 22nd of November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court, Court number 2. Ah. Why am I so shifty? I did it! I'm guilty! Help! So, this is a courtroom. Whoa. Fancy. I like how it is clearly still a Japanese building. Not just any courtroom. It's the Supreme Court, the highest legal authority in the Empire. Something feels off about the gallery. Why are there so many people in uniform? Today's trial is being conducted in absolute secrecy by order of the government. But why? Absolute secrecy? Metal Gear. That's what I said. The general public has no idea that this trial is taking place. The only ones allowed to be in attendance are military and government officials. Huh? But why? You'll find out soon enough. More importantly, time to focus, Naruhodo. It's about to begin. Oh! I love it. That's just Winston Payne! The judge is looking a lot younger. It's just Winston Payne in a feudal Japanese outfit.
Court is now in session for the trial of Irionosuke Naruhodo.
Whoa. I like it. This is epic. This music. I feel like I'm in a court of law. This has the gravitas of a court, for sure.
Court is in session.
Actually, wasn't there like recent news about Japan that the emperor actually stood down without replacing himself? He started an era of Japan not ruled by the empire or something. I didn't actually read the news, but it's something about the Reiwa era. That's what it's called now. They have music playing in court. It helps ease tension. You know, my character's nervous. Ouchie. Ouchie. This guy's like the ancestor of Winston Payne. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Ugh. As is the defense. Totally makes sense.
Before we proceed, there is one thing I would like to confirm. Last night, I received an urgent request for a change of attorney from the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. It was I who submitted that request.
Custom dictates that an attorney ought to be appointed 2 days before the trial. Therefore, I must ask for confirmation. Who is to stand as the defense for the accused in today's trial?
Oh. I'm not allowed to speak. Here it is. The opening question. Uh-oh. I am. In other words, who will be defending me in this trial? But if I answer I am, that would mean... No. There's no time to think. I should... Oh? I'm curious. Can I, like, save it? I can save it. Hold on. Yeah. Time to pick the wrong answer. Let's go. Let's wait and see what happens. You know. Objection! That's my answer. Well, Asogi's the real lawyer. I can't really defend myself. Never stopped Phoenix. I'd be lying if I said I am. Like looking at us. Yeah. Lying is bad, but being labeled a murderer would be even worse. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Naruhodo, stop fidgeting. It's distracting. What if I don't answer here? I might end up ruining everything for him. Your Honor, there is no need to confirm. Needless to say, the one who will be defending... Sir! Oh. Well, I did it. I'm the murderer! No. He didn't take the oath. Lie! I don't think they had that in Japan.
What was that out of place yell?
The one who will be defending the accused is... me? Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
What? Nani?
Damn! Couldn't pick the wrong answer anyway.
What do you think you're doing, Naruhodo?
Professor Mikotaba told me everything. Mikotoba.
Come again?
If I'm declared guilty, your study abroad will be suspended. I'm disappointed. You're saying that you don't trust me at all. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the whispering thing, as funny as it is that they were going to be doing this a lot. You're saying you don't trust me at all. You think that if I was your attorney, we'd lose this trial. No, absolutely not, but if there's even a chance that because of me, didn't matter. Your choices don't matter. It's just Delta Root. I knew it. I knew you'd pull something like this. That's why I kept my mouth shut. Damn it, Professor ManokAdobo. That was completely unnecessary. Asogi will remember that. Not unless he dies. Uh-oh. I hope I'm not right.
Very well. The court acknowledges that the accused will defend himself in today's proceedings. Ho, ho, ho! I see! By renouncing his attorney, the accused is admitting to his own crime.
Igiari!
Objection. You know what? This actually still makes sense that they're speaking in Japanese. Do not misunderstand. The one who is most sure of his own innocence is simply the defendant himself. That is all. What, you're gonna act as co-counsel? Isn't that right, defendant?
Trying to save face.
Yeah, that's right. But if I'm being honest, this defendant is drawing a total blank on what to do next. No. First of all, do something about those shifty eyes of yours. Oh, you noticed? I can't help it. I can't help it. There's just so many interesting things in here. Save and try the other path. I'll try not to keep everybody up too late, thank you. It's alright.
How dare a mere student bother the great Supreme Court with such a trite case? Surely I'm not the only one who's outraged by this arrangement. As you gentlemen know, this is the grand bench of the Supreme Court. As such, we demand a trial befitting this courtroom, the pinnacle of our legal system. Defendant.
Yes.
I shall now gauge whether or not you are qualified to stand in this court.
It's my time to shine. Oh, okay. What's he gonna do? In other words, the judge doubts that you have the ability to properly defend yourself. Joke's on him because the person with the most doubts is none other than myself. Naruhodo trying to make funnies through the pain.
Naruhodo.
Now I shall pose some simple questions to the defense regarding this case.
He's gonna choke hard. He's gonna choke harder than if he was eating fried chicken. Yes, Your Honor.
First, what is the name of the victim of this murder? Answer promptly and clearly. It's a trick question. You would only know if you were the killer.
Okay, I should know this one. I've heard it countless times since the incident. It's... I am... Wrong answer. Oh no, I'm so nervous, I can't remember. What's his name again? Naruhodo. You're drawing a total blank on this one, right? Use the court record. Use the court record. You're my best friend, all right. Read him like an open book. Don't worry. Everything about the incident has been logged in the court record. The court record? Where is that damn fan? Keeps blowing. Go ahead and tap the record record button in the top right corner of the bottom screen. I would have tapped it earlier if you just let me. In there, you'll find everything you need, even things you may have forgotten. Great. Let's try tapping the court record button. Beep. Ooh. Here's all the evidence. You can also view the profiles of people involved in the case. Uh-huh. 23. He's 23 and he's a second year? Excuse me? Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. This whole time I was thinking second year of high school. No, he's second year of college. That's still really old. For college? What? To be fair, I know nothing about the Japanese educational system. Once you confirm the victim's details, press back to return to the task at hand. Okay, but what is a back? That's like, Vinny was 19 second year. That doesn't add up. I don't know Japan. ManokAdobo? No, Mikotoba. I am not getting that guy's name right. Taketsuchi Ouchi. The prosecutor investigating this case, it appears he does not approve of what cultural enlightenment has done to society. Kazuma Osogi, second year, great talent as a lawyer, despite being just a student and my best friend. Interestingly enough, I do not have my own profile in here. Some games have that, some don't. Yujin Mikotoba, professor, medical research department, an authority in forensic medicine, and Osogi's mentor. And John H. Watson. Watson? It's not the Watson from Sherlock Holmes, is it? Uh-oh. The victim in this case was invited to come from the British Empire to the University of Medical Doctor. Uh-oh. Well, we just ruined the plot of Sherlock Holmes, apparently.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Oh, wait, you're dead.
All relevant pieces of information can be found in the court record. Got it memorized? Now, we shouldn't keep his honor waiting. Present your answer to him. Choose the profile of the victim and present it to the court. Oh, yeah, it's you.
Hi!
Sheepishly raising your hand. It's okay, Naruto. Oh, we're actually gonna play this out. The victim is Kazuma Osogi. He's clearly alive.
Then who's that arrogant boy next to you with the fluttering headband?
Oh, even you can see it.
That.
I suggest you avoid making noises like that. Was Dr. Watson not enough? Are you trying to kill me next? I didn't kill anyone. Then take a good look at the court record before you answer. Yes, sir.
From what I can see, you are in no way qualified to defend yourself.
No! Penalty already? Mull it over and try again. Do it before the judge strikes you with his gavel. I'm pretty sure he can't do that. Alright, enough fun.
Hi.
Watson.
Hi!
The victim is Dr. John H. Watson.
Of course you will remember the name of a professor at your own university.
Foreign exchange professor, I guess? Dr. Watson was a medical doctor from the British Empire. 3 years ago, he was invited to teach at Imperial Yume University.
And that is why we have such a tremendous debacle on our hands. The British Empire. A country with which the Empire of Japan wishes to maintain strong diplomatic relations.
I mean, if this takes place after World War II, then it's probably a good idea.
Recently, after lengthy negotiations, our two empires signed a new treaty.
The Japanese-Anglo Treaty of Commerce and Navigation. Everyone knows about it.
Ha! You knew that, and yet you still took the life of a Briton. What's more, you're students at Imperial Yume University yourselves. You murdered a professor of an institution of learning. Have you no shame? But I didn't do it. Due to the grave nature of this incident, we have drawn the attention of the British Empire. They have requested that the Supreme Court pass swift judgment in today's trial.
I thought nobody knew about this. They somehow got information out there without leaking it to Japan. I'm sure some people know. In other words, our spineless government is bending over backwards to appease the Brits. Oof. You're just being used as a convenient scapegoat for that end. Is that what makes this trial so special? Exactly. Our country must find someone to punish as soon as possible. All because the victim is a Brit. Damn. When you get foreign relations involved, things get hairy. A British man, Dr. John H. Watson. this has nothing to do with our countries or that treaty. It seems so. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. A likely story. Oh, would you look at the time? I have to get going soon. Not exactly. Don't worry, Naruhodo. If you're innocent, the truth will set you free. I'll stay a bit longer. We came all this way after all. Your first mistake. I was picture framed. Picture framed. You're right. We rarely get the chance to visit a high-class establishment like this. Sweet digs. Well then, take care. I'll see you in tomorrow's English lecture. Partner.
What then? Danger struck.
Off to the British Empire, huh? What a guy. Oh? I've seen that man on campus before, I think. He's that doctor from Britain. I never got his name, though. Maybe I should go introduce myself. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Ah! And so... No, don't meet him, he's gonna die! I went to Dr. Watson's table to introduce myself. And then he died. Just very suddenly. It looked like a heart attack.
Naomi. Fox. Die. Now, let us move on to the next question.
Yes, Your Honor.
How was Dr. John H. Watson robbed of his life?
Rule number 1, don't talk to the victim before they die. Oh, that just pretty much means don't talk to anyone, huh?
Present the cause of death to the Supreme Court.
Dr. Watson's cause of death? Of course, that would be... Died after 2 p.m., was shot in the chest and bled to death. Bullet did not pass through his body. Bullet. Huh. Male, British, 19 November, 2 p.m. Bled to death, and there's no exit wound, so the bullet's still inside. I see. And the most important item in my entire inventory, my badge. Proof that one is a student of Imperial Yume, always on school uniforms. I'm gonna be presenting that to a lot of people in the next few cases. Bullet. Of course, the badge! The most important, it's gonna help me. It's gonna bail me out of a sticky situation. I guarantee it. You can't tell me otherwise. Dr. Watson's cause of death. Of course, that would be... Naruhodo. This is a court of law. Here, we let the evidence speak for itself. The evidence? Quickly, present the piece of evidence showing the doctor's cause of death. My badge. The evidence that demonstrates the cause of death is none other than this.
And what is the basis behind your claim?
The basis is... Oh yeah, it's written here in the court record. Hold on. Why did you choose that one? Don't you have something better to show? Well, yes. Literally the only other thing. But... The badge, of course, you bet your bank account on it. I'm sorry, Vinny, hand it over. I'll keep good care of it. Wait, there's only like 5 cents in here. No, Vinny! Next time you make a mistake like that, your head will roll. From the looks of his eyes, mouth, and sword. Why is there a sword allowed in the court of law? I just realized he has that. That's dangerous. Don't slash me. He's not kidding. Quickly, present the piece of evidence showing the doctor's cause of death. I don't know though, there's only like 2 things. 5 cents after subs. Well, thankfully not before. Oh, I like this animation. He's shuffling through the one document he has. He's somehow holding 2 pieces of paper. I like when Phoenix Wright does it. He like slaps the paper. According to this thing, and it was blood loss from the gunshot wound, Your Honor. According to this thing, very professional.
At least call it by its proper name. That thing is a post-mortem report.
Yes, the post-mortem. Post-mortem. Logic. Thing. Vinny likes the word thing better. It leaves more to the imagination. In the West, for example, in the British Empire, corpses undergo what's called an autopsy. An autopsy. But in our country, police surgeons conduct a post-mortem examination instead. Hey, wow. An actual difference. Right. Now I get it. Oh, got it. The game literally says this.
Allow me to present a photograph of the crime scene.
Yeah, he's dead. Couldn't even finish his steak. Unfortunate.
As you can see, there are gunpowder burns around the bullet hole, meaning the victim was shot at point-blank range. There's no other conclusion.
The imagination helps you get through sticky situations. It's better that way. Naruhodo uses his big brain. Didn't even cut into it. So sad, he didn't enjoy his final meal.
Very well. The court accepts this modern investigation tool as evidence.
Look at this photograph. Excuse me. Throat's getting dry. Photograph of the victim has been filed in the court record. Shows the victim cause of death is gunshot. Alright. Wow. So this is a photograph. It's my first time seeing one. Naruhodo, you've been living under a rock for how long? Well, to be fair, it's like, what, 1770? Okay, maybe not that early. Did somebody catch when this game takes place? Every time it makes me laugh. Every time I do what makes me laugh. It captures far more detail than what you'd expect from an illustration. Wait till you see HD cameras, Naruhodo. Oh, wait.
Very well. You have proven yourself to the court, and the questioning ends here.
I need to save the British accents for the actual British part of the game.
Now, let us proceed with the trial.
What was that?
Understood, Your Honor. First, I would like to give an overview of the incident. I hereby summon a witness who was present at the scene of the crime.
Oof. Here we go. 1899, huh? I'll never forget it. Yeah, that's pretty early for photographs. Huh. I just realized what the professor had in mind. Professor ManokAdobo, you mean? He knew that you'd be the one defending yourself in court, however. As long as I stand by your side, I can still offer you advice. Co-counsel! Oh! That's true. Thanks for looking that up, Vin. Here's what Professor ManokAdobo told me. Kasuma Asogi must not stand as the defense attorney in today's trial, but he can stand as my buddy. My best friend.
Yada yada.
Everything went exactly as the professor planned. Please lend me your wisdom, Asogi! He's not a deity, don't pray to him. You got it. For starters, do something about your shifty eyes and cold sweat. Hey, I like cold sweat. Keeps me cool. Only if you do something about your fluttery headband and cold gaze. Eee. Yep, these guys are best friends. These guys are definitely best friends. The shade. Oh, hello. Are you a butler? If you're a butler, you did it. If you are a butler, you did it. Best friends forever, even.
Witness, please state your name and occupation to the court.
Hosonaga.
Certainly.
Certainly. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am a waiter at La Quantos, a restaurant serving Western cuisine. You're bleeding. Are you okay? There's blood dripping out of your mouth. He's a cook. Waiter, cook, chef. He still did it. I don't believe him. This is the first trial of an Ace Attorney game. Of course the first witness did it. Oh, This is completely normal. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not too sure about that. It's just tomato sauce. You know, he's testing his latest dish.
A few years ago, the southeastern corner of the capital was open to foreign settlements. Now it has become a fashionable area lined with hotels catering to visitors from abroad. The crime occurred 3 days ago in that area, at a restaurant specializing in Western cuisine. Witness, please share everything you know with the court.
As you wish.
Try not to interrupt this man's testimony, amateur attorney. I'm warning you.
Amateur attorney.
That's not the name of the game. The game's called Ace Attorney.
Yes, sir.
I've never even called myself an attorney.
It was just after 2 p.m. that day. We normally have few patrons at that hour. After the lunch rush, only 3 groups of customers remained. Come to think of it, he's right. There weren't many customers at the time. Great, Ace Attorney, thank you. I'm the great amateur attorney, thank you very much. I was in the kitchen, putting away the dishes, when suddenly... Oof. A gunshot rang out from the dining area. When I ran out in a panic, I saw it. I saw the British gentleman, the victim, slumped over in his chair. Standing next to him was the defendant, holding a pistol. Where would I get a pistol in 1800s Japan? Honestly.
Stop with the tomato sauce.
It's just theatrics. He's actually an actor. He's just pretending this whole time. He's not a very good one. I don't believe him for a second.
Hi! Hi!
Wait! Please, wait a second. Yes, I picked up the gun when I noticed it on the ground. Naruhodo! Big mistake, dude! Now your fingerprints are on there. Did they even invent fingerprinting at this time? Either way, that's not gonna look good. Never pick up a strange gun. Yeah, effed up, bro. But I swear I didn't fire it.
Iggy. Save your breath. I already warned you once. We are here to listen to the witness's testimony, not your outburst, you amateur.
But.
The next time you interrupt, be prepared to suffer a penalty. Oi.
Now I gotta try. Naruhodo, you'll get your chance to strike back, eventually. Like an empire, striking back. Like some sort of war. The stars. For now, listen to what this man has to say. Never touch the scene of the crime. You've interfered with the scene.
Witness, there's one more thing I would like to confirm. You saw the accused standing next to the victim with a pistol in hand, correct?
Cough. Certainly, that is correct.
I see. And apart from the accused, no one else was near the victim?
Certainly not. Apart from the deceased British gentleman and the defendant, no one else was present. Huh? Wait. What did he just say? What did he just say? Can I see like a... Hold on, let me say before I mess something up. Backlog. What did he just say? Apart from the accused, no one else was near the victim. Apart from the deceased British gentleman and the defendant, no one else was present. Something important? No one else was present near the victim? Not even... Asoge? Asogi. What's the matter, Naruhodo? That's not how I remember it. When I walked over to introduce myself to Dr. Watson... Eh? There was a woman sitting in the chair across from him. The woman did it! What? There's no way the waiter missed that. They keep telling me not to interrupt, but can I really just stand and watch this? Interrupt them anyway. I don't care, my life is on the line. Give me a moment to defend myself. Dr. Watson wasn't sitting alone at the time. I'm certain that there was a woman dining with him.
Objection! My, what a troublemaker! This attorney will stop at nothing to interfere with the trial. He's a little more than a fraud.
Hey, I do my taxes. Who do you think I am, Ryoshi?
I'm not even sure that we can reasonably call the accused an attorney.
Well, that part you might be right about. What's taxes? I don't know. It's that paper you gotta sign every April. But. Witness, are you sure that your memory isn't flawed? I certainly am. The British gentleman came to the restaurant by himself that day. But that's impossible.
I made sure to sketch the seating arrangement of our patrons in this right here.
You just happened to do that? On a whim? Not that day? Look, if you just made this after the fact, this is only as good as testimony. I implore you to check for yourself. X.
This appears to be a sketch of the crime scene.
Since it was an emergency situation, I resorted to using the back of my business card. You can bet your bottom dollar the back is actually important as well. As you can see, this shows that the victim was alone at the time in question.
You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. Truly, you are an admirable young waiter.
You flatter me, Your Honor.
I request that you present that sketch to the court as evidence for the trial.
Oh, well. Oh, you didn't expect that, did ya? Well, looks like the back of your business card's going into the evidence, buddy. I am checking the back of that the first chance I get. Bet your bottom.
Is something wrong? Go on, head it over.
Certainly. As you wish. That's odd. He was pretty calm up until now. Hacking up a storm. He's faking it. He's right. The waiter does seem to look a bit flustered. Business card has been filed in the court record. Are you okay? You're not dying, are you?
And so, that summarizes what happened during the incident. When the gunshot rang out from the dining hall room, the only person near the victim was the accused. Why, I'd say we'll be wrapping this up. You'll be wrapping this trial early today.
Why are you dying in court? Are you the next victim? We're gonna have another trial.
Defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Guilty. Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty now, the court is willing to recognize your plea as a mitigating factor. It means that your punishment may be reduced.
Be aware that this witness was only...
Be aware that this witness was only here to provide a summary of the incident. But if you insist on prolonging this trial...
I am. Wait, no. I'm not dying.
Then the prosecution will gladly summon a decisive witness to the stand.
Bring it on. I've interviewed worse. I interrogated a parrot one time. I can interrogate anyone. Hey, Asogi. What should I do? Is it Holmes? I hope so, but I also hope not. What are you talking about? Well, it sounds like I'm gonna be declared guilty sooner or later. So I think it might be best if I just plead guilty right now. Naruhodo, if you do that, Asogi's not going to prison. You're basically saying right to his face that I don't care if you go to the school of your dreams or not. Naruhodo, please. I mean, everyone's been talking about how special this trial is, right? Lost his marbles. He's lost more than that. You, Professor ManokAdobo? Heck, even the judge and the professor? If the trial keeps going on like this, I'm scared of how it might end. As I said before the trial, I believe in you, Naruhodo. And now, in spite of that, you intend to betray my good faith? Huh? If the defendant is truly innocent, it's a defense attorney's duty to use any means necessary to prove it so. You have a duty to defend yourself. Are you going to abandon your duty?
Dirty.
You gotta believe. Even worse, you'll give up the battle when it's only just begun? Welcome back, Skaven.
Oh.
What's this? It's Ace Attorney. Wow! That's a new one, karate chopping the desk. Karate. The defense will continue to fight for an innocent verdict until the very end. The prosecution needs to stop stalling for time and just move on with the trial. Oh, there you go, there's that point. Go ahead, call this so-called decisive witness to the stand. Minnie would be more impressed if he chopped the desk in half. With how these games go, I am not surprised if that happens at some point.
Very well. Prosecutor Ouchie, continue as you were. Oh, how young and foolish you both are. To not know your place in this court. They may call me a saint, but I'm prepared to become a demon.
Cause I'm already a demon.
Ugh. Before long, I shall have your impudent little mouth sealed permanently.
Edgelord.
The prosecution will now call 2 witnesses to the stand. Can you do that? 2?
And also the hammer banging through the judge's desk. That probably not, but I'm not putting it past this series.
Now, bailiff, bring in the prosecutor's witnesses.
They had him ready. Hello?
Witnesses, please state your names and occupations to the court.
Uzukumaru.
Yes, sir! I am a proud soldier of the Empire, Sergeant Taizo Uzukumaru, sir!
Uzukumaru Naegi?
This one is but a humble peddler of time. An antiquary, one who brings to the imperial capital the essence of curios from bygone eras.
This guy has a pretty long head. Look at him go. His ears are jiggle physics. I think this guy has one too many run-ins with a vacuum cleaner.
Owner of the Hall of Discard Emporium on the corner of the capital's second block. Sanmon Sonohiku Dashi is my name.
An antique dealer and a soldier? What an odd combination.
You know what they say about long hair? Long hats.
These 2 were also in the restaurant on the day of the incident, Your Honor.
So, this is the 3rd group of customers the waiter was referring to earlier. Yeah, no one else in the restaurant, huh?
This one spends a brief time each afternoon enjoying the aromatic coffee at La Quantos. Oftentimes, this one also converses with connoisseurs interested in my treasures.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's referring to himself in the 3rd person. The old man owns an antique shop and appears to be a regular at La Quantos. He tries to sell his antiques to any customers who look like they would be interested. What, he brings his stock over to restaurants? Many affluent socialites dine at that high-class Western establishment, after all. Oh, I see. But if I'm being honest, that soldier over there doesn't seem affluent enough to be buying much of anything. What? He might be rich. Maybe he has a lot of money saved. Weren't we told that there was no one else except the victim and the killer? Where did these people come from? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe they meant earlier no one near the victim, but it is suspicious that these guys were close enough to witness it. They're liars. They've been bribed.
So, the two of you witnessed the very moment the heinous crime unfolded. Is that correct?
Sir, yes, sir! Oh, the insolence of such an atrocity! No detail evaded this soldier's watchful eyes! Indeed! Without a doubt...
Did I hear a baby crying?
Without a doubt, that juvenile clad in somber black fired the lethal round.
Nope. I don't understand this guy either. This is all a trick. They're all in on it. But putting that aside, I think I heard a strange sound just now. The baby! The baby. I see. These two are the so-called decisive witnesses. Vinny heard it too. I'm not just imagining things. That soldier said he witnessed the very moment he shot the victim. Huh? So, are you having fun yet? Honestly, no, I'm not. Don't worry. The rest of the game will probably get fun. This is a tutorial. Don't worry, Naruhodo.
Now, let us hear your testimony. Tell the court the truth of what you witnessed during that incident.
As you wish, sir.
What is that?
Sergeant Taizo Uzukumaru, reporting for duty.
You trying to sneak a baby into the courtroom? What, you're trying to save it for later? I don't even know what that implies.
Alas, this one does not wish to recall the deplorable events of that afternoon.
Gotta do it though. Oh my. What we witnessed. Honestly, the localization is actually pretty good. All the sprites and art.
I was at the restaurant chatting with the old man as I ate my beefsteak.
This one was boasting of a beautiful treasure enveloped in a golden gleam.
And then, the flash of a gunshot.
There it is! What are you doing? Where are you getting that?
Show the receipt. Who let a baby into a court of law? The baby's actually a secret recorded camera. They did say this was a secret court. Secret trial. And then the flash of a gunshot. That moment was burned into my eyes. That black-clad student shot the British man. A sudden, cowardly shot from behind. That's already wrong. We know he shot from the front.
Meanwhile, this one crawled to the floor and searched for a treasure gone missing.
Old man is a very helpful witness.
That means... Sergeant, you must have witnessed the crime in its entirety. Everything from when the accuser took the pistol to when he shot the victim.
I'm not... Okay. Showing a clear... Where did you get the knife? Showing a clear Ace Attorney judge mind. The judge is.
Indeed, the despicable culprit was that delinquent of a student over there.
Skaven is very confused with this game. Well, that's both of the games I've played tonight. It was still worked out. You're equally confused with either.
Imagine the wretched boy who would shoot an Englishman at such a sensitive juncture.
Wait, that's not true. I didn't shoot anyone. Are you sure about that, Naruhodo?
You doubt me?
You too? All I did was pick up a pistol from the floor. After introducing myself to Dr. Watson, I went back to my table to finish my coffee. Oh yeah, my buddy has a sword. I'm worried about the old man with the knife. Hey, never underestimate old men.
Master Xehanort?
Then, I decided to go home. As I made my way to the door, I saw a British-made pistol on the ground, next to where the doctor was sitting. Wait, what? How do you not hear the gunshot, though? I thought he might have accidentally dropped it, so I picked it up. But just as I was about to hand it to him... Oh, no. Bang! Oh, you did hear it. Ah, you hand it to him, you know, facing him. Here, have this gun. Let me give you the bullet first. Bang! If that's really what happened, then the true culprit is still at large. And a clue to their identity rests within this testimony. Really? Quigley, Naruhodo, assert your right to conduct a cross-examination. Cross-examination? This is not helping your case. It's not what it looks like. There's no time to waste.
Now then, as you just heard, Your Honor, this testimony has conclusively proven the accused's guilt. Not British yet, don't be British. The time has come to pass judgment on this despicable university student. Indeed, there is no longer any room for doubt. Well then, the court hereby concludes...
I don't get tired of his sheepish salute.
What was that? And what is this unbearable awkward silence?
Sorry, that's me. Objection! Not yet. No, the defense demands the right to conduct that cross-examination thing.
Dun-dun-dun.
He's not even surprised.
Oh dear. What are you, a puppet? Are these your words or those of the man next to you?
Does it make a difference? He got me. Skippin dropped water all over his shirt. Oof. Oh, at least it's just water. Could have been soda. You would have been sticky. Hope you clean that up. Hope you get that cleaned up soon.
The prosecution objects. This is clearly a ploy to waste everyone's time.
To what end?
One cannot expect such an inexperienced attorney to conduct a cross-examination.
I have the right. Regardless, look at Naruhodo. It's like, what the heck is this guy doing? He pointed, he yelled objection. It's so cool. I want to do that. Regardless, the defense has every right to make such a demand. His experience or lack thereof matters not.
Ah,
Sogi, that was amazing.
very well. I hereby grant the defense's request to conduct a cross-examination.
Excellent. Now the real battle begins. But I have no idea what to do in a cross-examination. I do. I played the other games. You know, it would have been less awesome if his headband wasn't blowing in the wind. That's why he gets the fan. Because he's that good. It's simple. Expose the lies in their testimony. Huh? You didn't fire that pistol. Therefore, someone must be lying. That makes sense. The key to the truth rests within the evidence. The evidence? The evidence? The evidence? To expose their lies, you must strike them with a decisive piece of evidence. Evidence! I present a chopped desk. Anyway, just try your best, Ace Attorney. He said the thing! me. That's his desk slap. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I expected better from the ascendant of Phoenix Wright. It's just a little. Got it. Guess I have no choice but to go for it. It's okay. Everyone has a rough start. You'll be slamming desks like a pro in no time. Am I examining both at once, or what is this? What we witnessed. So yeah, this is how this game works. It's not Danganronpa. Things don't happen in real time. I very calmly go through the cross-examination, go through the witness account, testimony, pick the statements apart one by one, until you find the statement that contains a contradiction. You can also press for more. Usually, if I were playing this game by myself, I would just press every bit of dialogue just so that I could see everything. If you, for the interest of time, oh shit, I just unplugged the freaking 3DS. Everything's good. In the interest of time, I will not do that for this here right now because I've gone over time for the stream. But if you want to play the game yourself or watch somebody else play it, you are welcome to. I will try to press more in the later ones though. Who's this black-clad student you speak of?
Gah! There's no point in playing dumb, kid. Who else could it be other than you?
It's not black. It's more like a dark brown, brown, red. I don't know. Well, there's another black-clad student sitting right next to me. Pin it on him. Yeah, he did it. Double cross. Yes, it was you.
It was definitely you. You bring shame to our... What the baby?
Wait a minute. I just realized he has, like, something tied around his chest. I thought there was, like, a sash where you put your badges or something. He's got a baby tied to his back, doesn't he? Oh, I see you. I see you, game.
You bring shame to our great nation. How dare you shoot a man in the back?
Lost in thought.
What's wrong, Naruhodo?
I'm not entirely sure, but something about what the sergeant just said feels off. In that case, go ahead and review the information in the court record. If you find a discrepancy, don't hold back. Present that contradictory evidence right in that sergeant's face. Just put it right up there. Just put it. Old man, we don't deal with you right now. Post, no wait. Photograph of the victim, shot from the front. Iggyari! Hi! Or, hi!
What in the world was that?
This photograph came flying at me out of nowhere. That's impressive. You can throw a flat piece of paper. Don't throw it at him, just present it. It's a contradiction. What now? Yeah. I like this gag. I like this gag. Yeah. This must be one of those contradiction things. What do you mean must be?
Are you in your right mind? What, pray tell, is so contradictory about this photograph?
You know, it's... I know what I have to say, but I can't seem to find the words.
Let us end this charade, Your Honor. Our Supreme Court has no room for amateur attorneys like you.
Huh.
Ah!
What a pain. Ooh. They'll chop that desk in half eventually. Just keep doing it. Keep trying. Hold your horses. You can't be serious. Do you really need an explanation for something like this? They're really that dumb, aren't they? This is the Supreme Court, for goodness sake. Turn it on all around, eh? Asogi!
What did you say?
Maybe if you just shut up and take a look at the photograph, you'd notice too. Damn. The sergeant's testimony contradicts the evidence.
So cool. Huh?
Sergeant Uzukumaru.
What is it?
During your testimony earlier, you said the following. That black-clad student shot the British man. A sudden cowardly shot from behind.
That's right.
Oh, wait.
That's right. I swear by my own two eyes I witnessed the very act.
Hi. But that doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
Because, you know.
Hey, Asogi, a little help, please?
Sure. Take another look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
The victim, Dr. Watson, died after being shot in the chest.
Ah.
Sergeant, according to your testimony, the victim was shot from behind. However, the fact remains that he was shot from the front. Explain yourself.
I'm waiting.
He has a baby. Look at the baby.
Ah. The purple.
What the heck was that?
Where did you get that from?
Is it his? Something tried to pop out of his knapsack, but he pushed it back down.
The purple. Indeed. This is an obvious contradiction. Care to explain, Sergeant Uzukumaru?
If it was so obvious, why didn't you notice, Judge Man?
I feel like that was the first thing you would notice.
The baby's the killer. Oh, but then, can you even try him? At that point?
Yes, it's all coming back to me now. When the gunshot rang out,
He's right there.
Oh, the little baby. Oh, the little baby. Oh, gotcha.
when the gunshot rang out,
Wait,
when the gunshot rang out, my eyes were actually fixed on Laquatos' signature beefsteak.
so you didn't see it.
Surely you jest.
The sergeant's testimony just now has made one thing abundantly clear. The witness, Aizo Uzukumaru, soldier of the Empire, did not see the moment in which the defendant supposedly fired the pistol.
Ah! This is absurd.
Come on, surely you understand.
Damn, how does your hand not get so tired?
Our Supreme Court has no room for amateur prosecutors like you. Damn. Using his own words against him.
No. No. It's late at night. I can't yell.
He flipped the mood of the courtroom with just a few words.
Yo, you just got schooled.
So this is the power of a defense attorney.
Kono power.
But I really did see it.
That cowardly student
pointed the pistol right at the victim's defenseless back. Doesn't mean I shot him. Even if I did, I didn't fire it. All he did was pick it up off the floor.
Old man, perhaps you witnessed something that could shed some light on this?
I mean, so far he hasn't, but maybe there's a reason he's here.
My previous statement still stands. I crept under the table and I heard a sharp gunshot shortly thereafter.
Crept under the table? What were you doing down there? Looking for some lost stuff.
Searching for a lost item.
What did you lose?
My gun.
Well, doesn't that change everything, doesn't it?
A koban. A precious coin from the Hawaii era. When this one departed for La Quantos, that invaluable item from my Hall of Discard was tucked away in my pocket.
You brought it along in hopes of selling it to the highest bidder, correct?
Yes, and please don't make fun of me.
Sorry.
That day, this one presented the koban to the carnivorous soldier. It was my last hope, as no other patrons were willing to make a purchase. Thereupon, it vanished.
Whoa.
As soon as this one lost focus.
So who do you think? Who did it? Was it the soldier or was it the old man?
The koban vanished. Believing it to have fallen someplace, this one scoured the floor. That's when.
A gunshot echoed throughout the restaurant, right?
Indeed. Nevertheless, this one resumed the search for that relic of the Hawaii era.
This man's dedicated to his craft. Here's a gunshot, doesn't even bother looking up off the ground. Old man, you sure that was a coin? You know, maybe he's searching under the tables to look at a little something. Vinny stands by the theory that the baby did it. You found a secret. No spoilers.
Every bare fiber of my being was in a frenzy.
By the way, did you ever find that koban?
No. Alas, this one did not.
I wonder if it's related to anything.
Interesting.
On that day, this one carelessly misplaced that fine Hawaii koban. Or perhaps it was stolen by some unscrupulous individual.
Why, looking at him.
As you are all aware, time is of the essence in today's proceedings. Our government must report back to the British Empire by this afternoon.
But the latest testimony is far from conclusive.
No matter how far our government is willing to bow down to the Brits, I cannot allow Your Honor to pass a verdict just yet.
What say you, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Professor Layton.
Rest assured, Your Honor. These witnesses still have more to testify about.
Oh boy.
Could you elaborate? Oh, trust me, it will all become clear with the next testimony, Your Honor. Let's just say that there's only one person who could be the murderer. And it is none other than an accursed student, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What?
Looks like we've incurred his wrath.
Ah! At this point, that's Naruhodo's catchphrase. Ugh.
Very well. The court shall ask both witnesses to retake the stand. This time, you must establish a firm basis for the defendant's guilt. Understood? This one vows to make every word count.
Affirmative!
Baby.
Sergeant Taizo Zukumaru reporting for duty once again. Sir?
There's something peeking out from behind you. Everyone, meet the Uzukumaru family's last hope, Kuromaru. Guess he couldn't afford a babysitter. Why'd you bring him to court, though? You couldn't just put him in like a baby chair? Take a good look, my dear son. What? Where'd you get that pinwheel? Oh, the barber's blowing it. Oh, this is adorable. Like, even the baby has a military cut. Like father, like son. Why? Why not? Father is about to thwart evil right this instant. Watch closely. Oh, this is gonna suck. If it was the sergeant that did it, then we're gonna take him away from his son. Identifying the true culprit. The barber's got a big boogie. You know how it is. With little Japanese babies. Little babies in anime. Even if I didn't see the exact moment the bullet was fired, it doesn't change a thing. It does if there was another party.
This one remembers it well. The boy in black indeed took aim at the British gentleman.
Damn it, Naruhodo. What's more, there were no other customers in that restaurant besides us.
Indeed. The British gentleman had been quietly enjoying his food in solitude.
I repeat, no one could have shot him but that wicked boy. End of report. That was quite the... Wait, that's impossible. Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time.
Restrain yourself, defendant.
I'm telling you, there was a young woman sitting there with him. There was absolutely no way you two could have missed her. Oh, they were bribed. They gotta have been. They have reasons to keep quiet, but why?
If you dare call yourself an attorney, then...
Wait.
If you dare call yourself an attorney, then speak in accordance with the law. This is no time to be spewing nonsense. Gah. Make no mistake, the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The proof is in this photograph. This is a photograph of the crime scene, I presume.
That's a stake.
Yes, Your Honor. The shot at the victim's table was captured by the investigators.
Somebody ate the steak. That's not how it was in the flashback. This is important, but how?
As you can see, there was only a single serving of food on the table.
Yeah? They could have taken the other one away.
True, as far as this photograph is concerned. The victim had no company. It's the only natural conclusion. How can this be? I hereby order that the photograph be submitted to the court as evidence.
Crime scene photo has been filed in the court record. No. What in the world's going on? I'm being gaslighted. How could they not have seen her? The waiter corroborated their testimony earlier. They're all in on it. He too claimed Dr. Watson arrived at the restaurant by himself. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if the moment that he got shot was actually completely different from the moment I saw him? What if that was an imposter, or maybe that happened in the past? They do say all they saw was a student dressed in black. What if? What if somebody dressed up as a student? What if it was Asogi? It's by himself. Well, they're all wrong. I saw her. I swear I did.
It seems our telegram to the British Empire can be delivered on schedule. After all, there were no contradictions of any kind in the latest testimony. As our treaty with Britain is still in its infancy, these are delicate times. I'm honored to have played a role in advancing friendly relations between our two empires.
Ouchie, you pompous liar. You just want your name in the papers. Is this really happening? Not like this. No. Is the trial really going to end? Just like that?
Chin up, Naruhano. None over yet. Not yet, Snake.
Ah, he does have a bandana like Snake, doesn't he? Huh?
If what you say is true, then there's more to this case than meets the eye. So, what are you waiting for? Time for another cross-examination.
Asogi.
The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses, but be quick about it. Know this. These courtroom procedures are nearly delaying the inevitable.
Hang in there. Hang in there, Ryu. Identifying the true culprit.
Even if I didn't see the exact moment the bullet was fired, it doesn't change a thing.
This one remembers it well. Boy in black to aim. I gotta press forward info. Yeah, there's no way. I wonder. I don't know what this accomplishes. I know that this is written on the back of a business card. The dude was very nervous about it being submitted to evidence. It's gonna flip over at some point, mark my words. Look at the photo graph. I don't see any sort of stain or anything. It's just the fact that the steak was eaten is the only piece of evidence I have. Because look at the photograph of the victim. Ah, crap. You can't see it. Wait, there might be a difference. No, I can't see on. There's a knife, but I can't tell. The body's obscuring it. I don't know yet. Well, I guess I'll just press on the statement I know is a lie. There might be a difference. I'll have to look at them closer later. I'm telling you, there was a woman dining with Dr. Watson.
Still repeating the same old nonsense, I see. According to our witnesses, this woman exists only in your imagination.
If only there were more witnesses who could back me up.
The incident took place after 2 p.m.
During the gap between lunch and dinner. That explains why there weren't more potential witnesses around.
Yes, 2 in the afternoon is certainly an unorthodox time to be having a meal. Perhaps the victim had a reason to be dining at La Quantos at that particular time. Ah, yes. About that. It seems he had a reason indeed, Your Honor.
Huh?
This was found in the victim's breast pocket. And what exactly might this be? It looks to be a medical report, Your Honor. The victim paid a visit to the doctor before going to the restaurant.
Hata clinic. Hata. That's a reference to the hot tea clinic.
Even the date and time are listed here.
Ace Attorney references.
19th November from approximately noon to 1 in the afternoon.
Right before the time of the incident. Right before the time of the incident.
Clearly, the victim went out for a late lunch after his examination.
Was it the 19th? Yeah. Yeah, the 19th.
Clearly, the victim went out for a late lunch after his examination. I found it unnecessary to report this as it has no bearing on the case at hand.
What do you make of this, Naruhodo? I'd say it's full of shit. Me? Well, I didn't think it was that important either. There's always a chance that we'll find some use for this evidence later. Commit it to memory. Should I request a copy of the medical report? Absolutely, always. More evidence cannot hurt. May we have the medical report as evidence? Evidence?
What for?
I said as evidence.
Thanks to this decisive testimony we just heard, there is no need for further evidence.
He's hiding something. He knows. He knows what's in there.
Besides, what the victim did prior to the incident is of no relevance to the court.
Oh, thank you, Asogi. Sorry to disappoint, but we'll be the judge of that. Actually, the judge is the judge. You're just the defense attorney.
Excuse me?
Lest you forget, you have no right to deny our legitimate request made by the defense.
Very well. The court approves the defense's request. You youngsters and your rights! I fear for the future of your empire! Kids these days! The court orders you to submit the victim's medical record as evidence.
Medical report. Filed at the court record. I do wonder. Maybe the medical report has a stipulation that he be accompanied at all times. I might have to end it early. Honestly, it's getting hard to voice act right now. When I stream for too long, I get kind of stuffy.
Ow. Ow.
Right now, we are in desperate need of a new lead. Though this may seem irrelevant at first glance, don't underestimate its potential. Yeah, got it.
Soon you will realize how futile it is to prolong this trial. I, for one, believe that the testimony has painted a sufficiently clear picture. What say you, antique dealer? Indeed. The British gentleman had been quietly enjoying his food in solitude.
But what is with that thing? Examination record from the Hota clinic found in the victim's pocket. Oh. In the victim's pocket? You mean the pocket? Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. It doesn't show the pocket. I'm assuming that if it was in his pocket, it would have had a bullet hole through it. He was shot beforehand. He was already dead. Maybe. I think we have to press more. I think we have to get somebody to say that he was shot in the chest, sure. No, it's not the same thing. After all, I didn't shoot him. That's the difference in perspective between a student and a soldier. I don't know about that.
Defendant, consider the following. Just now I blinked my eyes.
I can't see that. You were wearing glasses. Okay.
Did you witness the moment it happened?
Yes. No, of course not.
And yet the truth remains that I did indeed blink. And that's how it is.
That's how what is?
Arg!
Regardless, right after the gunshot pierced my eardrums, I saw you turn your pistol towards the British gentleman.
That alone tells the full story, don't you think?
No, say it's from the back. You can't just throw away my contradiction.
In addition, our antiques dealing witness saw the very same thing. Isn't that right, good sir?
Did you?
This one remembers it well. The boy in black indeed took aim.
Somebody say something about a pocket. It's true that I was holding a gun in that instance, but you know, if anyone would have taken a guess, you would think that they shot him. Old man, what you got?
Old man, save us.
You haven't been relevant. I just picked it up from the floor. I swear.
That's exactly what a criminal would say.
After finishing my coffee, I was about to leave the restaurant. But I saw a gun lying on the floor next to Dr. Watson, so I went to grab it. Next thing I knew... Next time, grab it by the barrel? Jeez. A gunshot rang out through the restaurant.
Ha!
Oh.
Huh. Life never goes according to plan.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
You find yourself in this quagmire because you found a misplaced firearm. This one, on the other hand, was unable to find a misplaced Koban and is now trapped in a quagmire of my own. Old man, you are not helping me right now. Give me some statements to press. Regardless, one cannot deny what this one witnessed. You were standing over the British gentleman with a gun in hand.
There's something else. I mean, we have... Okay, so we have the medical... Not the medical, the medical report. I don't know anything about it. I can't examine it, doesn't look like it. So I have to present it as evidence. It gave it to me for a reason. I bet it's this statement. Something about his pocket. Quietly enjoying his food. Quietly enjoying his food. Oh yeah! He was already dead! It's gotta be! Why won't you just tell the truth? What did you just say? At the time, there was a woman sitting opposite Director Watson. I could understand if just one of you overlooked her presence. But there was no way both of you missed her. Something's not right. When I saw him, he was alive. He died after. That's it.
Unfortunately, it's not just the two of them.
What?
The waiter said the exact same thing. He too claimed that the victim was alone. That's right. In other words, you are the only one who insists on the existence of this phantom woman.
My very own phantom, huh?
But...
If there was indeed a woman present, you'll just have to prove it.
I don't got evidence.
If you cannot, then I never want to hear about her again. You're simply wasting our time right now.
I don't know how to respond to that. He's thinking. What's he thinking about? I can't check the medical report. It doesn't give me an option. Like, check it out. This has the details. This has the details. That has the details. That has the details. That has no details button. I don't think it's important. I don't think the contents of the report are important. I think the fact that it doesn't have a bullet hole through it is important. Great job, Naruhodo. That's one new piece of evidence, information in the bag. Yeah, but I don't think we've made any real progress. I still can't find a decent contradiction. You sure about that? Here, show me that medical report you just got. Oh, you mean this? We went through all that trouble to get our hands on this. It'd be wise to examine it more closely.
The game didn't let me.
Okay, how exactly do I do that?
In the evidence menu, there's an option to check into details. Ah, sure, tutorial, now we can. Touch that and you'll be able to inspect the evidence on the top screen. Turn the 2 dials to rotate the evidence. Ooh, it's this mechanic. The one from the Apollo Justice. That way, you can view it from multiple angles. Furthermore, by sliding across the touchscreen, you can move the cursor around to the top screen to scan for clues.
We just talked about this.
It's okay, Vinny. It's all right. It's the beginning of the game. It's gotta ramp up. When the cursor reacts, go ahead and touch examine. All right, Naruhodo. Let's see what we can glean from this new medical report. Yeah, you got it. Let's do this. Using these dials and cursors, I'll examine anything that stands out. Ooh. Hota Clinic. Oh, look at them, they're on the bottom. Hota Clinic is written here on the front. Ah, I hate the word clinic as much as I hate treatment center and hospital. Well, they're almost the same thing. One time when I was about 5 years old, I caught a cold and had to go to a clinic. That merciless needle pierced my arm while I was still weakened from the fever. God, I will never, ever forget that moment for the rest of my life. Why did you get a shot? Vaccination? But shouldn't you not get that while you were already sick? I don't know how it works. What a gloomy yet completely normal childhood story. That's not very traumatic, man. Okay, it doesn't look like this clinic deals with internal medicine. This isn't what we need. Let's look thoroughly for any other clues. Maybe on the back? What's this? Oh, there's another page. What is this? Eh? These appear to be a doctor's notes. There's an entry written here from the day the incident occurred. Prepared anesthesia, tooth extraction. It was a dentist? Extraction, that's when they pull the tooth out, right? Yeah, with a Volton recovery device. You're gonna extract him? Okay, boss. Before the incident, it appears Dr. Watson was suffering from a toothache. The dentists in Europe use laughing gas these days. I wonder if they use that. I read about it. They say it makes you go numb. Supposedly, it makes you so you won't feel pain, but I find that hard to believe. I've never actually been put under a laughing gas. My parents were too scared that I'd somehow die from it. I have always wanted to. You watch those cartoons and it's like, oh, they get to have a fun time, they're all delirious, they're high. You know. Maybe it's only in the cartoons. There are some precautionary notes written by the doctor. Due to residual anesthesia, consumption of anything but water is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment. But he was having dinner. What? It might help us to keep this information in mind. Medical report updated. Dental examination forbidden to consume anything other than water. So not just drink, but consume. Wow. 3DS emulation? What's up, Irvin? How you doing? Isn't it late for you? It's kind of late for everybody. Hello. Nope. This is on my real 3DS. My Capture 3DS is modified, so I own a copy of the Great Ace Attorney. I own a copy of Daigaku Tensaiban. I imported it from Japan a long time ago, but the patch just got released. It's cool. It installs like a game update. So I'm playing this from a real cartridge in English. It's awesome. Are flashcards good enough for this to play this on real hardware? I actually don't know anything about that. Maybe. I think there are flashcards. I don't know if they work on the latest ones, latest 3DSs. It's 12:40. You really shouldn't be here. But I didn't expect this to go this late. I'm sorry. I expected this to be like the first case of the other games where it was like super short. I'll try to blast through this. We're gonna stay anyway.
No need to apologize. It's okay. I'll try my best to make a good experience. You still need to use custom firmware. Yeah. It's pretty safe to use these days. As long as you don't, break the law anywhere, you don't get banned. 340. Yeah, Florida. Anyway, with the new information we have now, the meaning of that testimony is completely changed. You're onto something, aren't you? Let's listen to the testimony one more time. All right. Even if I didn't see the exact moment. Nope. He wasn't eating dinner. No way. This is a contradiction. I implore you. I object! You know what I miss? I miss these games' ability to use the microphone to actually say the word objection. That would have been amazing for streaming. So, in other words... What's wrong, attorney? Cat's got your tongue. I'm a defendant first, attorney second. Naruhodo, getting tongue-tied is no big deal. Happens to the best of us. Oh, thank God. I've been doing that all stream. Sogi, your cross-examination earlier was indicative of one important fact. Whenever you raise that hand of yours, there's something on your mind that you're dying to let out. Don't worry about finding the right words. Just speak your mind. Got it. I'll take your advice to heart. I will, Osogi. Witness. Here's that victim's medical report. Hey now. We got examination music going on. Oh no, where'd the puns go? See, due to the nature of this game, they kind of had to keep the Japanese names Japanese because they're actually in Japan. I'm sure the puns are there, but I just don't know them. Irvin, just try, maybe ask Viviana if she's still up. Maybe not. This seems too straight translation-y. There are puns. They're in the Japanese names. Oh, and what of it, young man? Don't worry, there are English names eventually when we get to the British part of this game, I believe so. Oh, she's not up. She has a job now. That means you can't catch my late streams. Oh well. To catch the videos, ask her in the morning. According to what's written here, I have good reason to believe. I can't get over that. I was going over with my friend about streaming this game. Like, you gotta have the desk in front of you. You have to, whenever they slap the desk, you have to slap it too. Except Naruhodo is a bit more of like a... There's something off about your testimony. Congratulate her later. I think I congratulated her earlier.
Oh dear, did you forget what I told you?
What did you tell me?
Amateurs like you should know when to keep your mouth shut. Pipe down.
It's turned around again. Huh? Turn around. Turnabout. Gyakuten.
Here are the facts. The victim was murdered at this restaurant sometime after 2 p.m. Whatever he might have done before then is irrelevant to the case.
Lies. Lies.
That's not...
Naruhodo, don't worry about finding the right words. Just speak your mind. Also let the evidence do the talking.
Your Honor, at this point there's no need for further deliberation. After all, the previous testimony has made everything perfectly clear. The medical report is irrelevant to the case at hand. As for why, it is because this little university student couldn't.
Are you saying that this medical report isn't relevant at all? Is that really what you think?
What's with the sudden shift in tone? Don't scare me like that. Anyway, don't think too too hard about it. It's common sense.
Even if the Hana clinic is in fact a dental clinic,
Dental clinic? That doesn't change a thing.
even if at that dental clinic the victim had undergone a tooth extraction,
What?
moreover, the victim was prohibited from consuming solid food after the operation, or pretty much anything. Oh. Why is everyone so surprised by this? Hold on, boy, what are you getting at? Prohibited from consuming solid food? What in the world? It's all been noted in the fine print. Any consumption of solid food is strictly prohibited for 3 hours after treatment.
No! That can't be!
Sir!
What is it?
Now you've heard the truth. At the time of the incident, shortly after 2 p.m., the victim was unable to eat a thing.
This is an outrage!
In addition, why are you staring at me? You claimed several times that the victim was enjoying his meal alone. Hey! However, that claim doesn't hold up. Oh. Because the victim had just undergone a tooth extraction and could not eat solid food. Well said, partner.
Oh, down,
Like a true attorney.
What are you getting at, Brat?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I just got excited.
Your argument is meaningless. Take a good look at this photograph. Clearly, there's a serving of beefsteak at the victim's table.
Fool. Haven't you realized? That in itself is a contradiction.
What? What did you say?
Right now, the situation has been completely turned on its head. Isn't that right, Naruhodo? Huh? Of course.
I don't know, what was I doing? I was just pointing out contradictions. The victim could not consume any solid food because he had just had a tooth extracted. If that was the case, another question arises. Who exactly then was eating this beefsteak? The court demands an explanation. Understood, defense?
Well, I mean, clearly it was the woman. Oh, you mean me? Listen up. The real fight begins once you give the judge your answer. Show me what you can do. Time for a great turnabout. Yes, sir. The only person who could have been eating this beefsteak is me. Me. I did it. I confess. I ate the steak. No. Someone else.
Yes.
That powerful desk slam. I don't want to slam too hard. People are sleeping downstairs. Of course, it must have been the victim. It must have been the person who was dining with the victim.
Don't make me waste my breath. No such person exists.
Don't make me waste mine. She most certainly does. At the time of the incident, the victim was in no condition to be eating solid food. And yet a beefsteak lay half-eaten on this table. Therefore, someone else must have been present. That's the only explanation. So long as this obvious contradiction remains, we can't trust the previous testimony. And if you keep trying to rig this trial in your favor, I will report you to the Ministry of Justice. Mark my worms. Sogi!
You little... Do you really think you can take on the judicial system of the Japanese Empire?
You're not my opponent today.
What?
My opponents are the two witnesses here.
How dare you?
What do you mean by that? As the evidence clearly shows, the victim was not alone. Yes, I can. I am. Or are you purposely trying to hide the truth? I am. I sincerely hope you are prepared to be charged with perjury. Perjury? It's like surgery, except way worse. Not to mention, this is a murder trial. Being found guilty of perjury would imply that you are an accomplice to the murder.
Murder? No! No!
Calm down. They're just witnesses. Preposterous! I was not aware of such a thing. I simply testified as I was ordered to.
Indeed, that is the truth. We were ordered to testify that the young lady was never at the crime scene.
Busted. Womp. Oh. Good job. Good job. Got him. What was that? Witness. Could you repeat that?
Oh, I am well, you'll see.
You were ordered to say that?
Now, hold on. That was,
You were ordered to testify that a young lady was never at the crime scene? Let me guess. This lady. She's a foreigner, I take it. The music. The suspense music. Meanwhile, Naruhodo can only stare at his headband, still floating in the wind. It fits.
what? What's the meaning of this? Did these witnesses commit perjury? You two, answer me at once.
It was just a slip of the tongue. Hey, don't lie. You were probably the one who told them to do that.
Order! 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 Someone please explain what's going on here.
I knew it. You ordered these witnesses to lie under oath. Oh, there is an oath.
The prosecution was not aware of this either.
We're back to the slaps. Then who gave the order?
That's...
What's dude's pulling his mustache? The baby. This one's lips are sealed. So you don't care if you're indicted as an accessory to murder? This is preposterous. Naruhodo, it appears that these two witnesses have been silenced by someone with influence far beyond their own. Moreover, the good prosecutor has absolutely no knowledge of this. Curious and curiouser. Then who did? The judge? Yo, what if there was a Phoenix Wright game where the judge was guilty?
That would be insane.
But who could exert that kind of influence? The Emperor? This tutorial trial is crazy, right, Merlin? Right, Vinny? This. I did not expect this. I expected just like a Frank saw it. I didn't expect double bribery with no prior knowledge from the prosecution. The government? The military? Could even be the police. The Yakuza! Well, Naruhodo, do you have any idea who may have ordered them to stay silent? If you can identify a culprit, we can demand them to appear in court. I need to identify the one who ordered both witnesses to hide the truth. Obviously, we need to find some evidence first. Evidence that shows the influence of a powerful third party. Evidence? There's no way we could have...
I don't know. Maybe a business card or two? Hold on, Naruto. Remember what happened earlier? Huh? The butler did. I mean, the waiter did it. Earlier, we examined this piece of evidence and found a new lead, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. There's more where that came from. We might be able to uncover another hidden clue by examining the other pieces. There's no time to waste.
Well, if either of you have fabricated your testimony, I shall declare you guilty of perjury. Please wait just a moment, Your Honor. Ouchie, swear to that.
What happened? My 3DS is running out of battery. Ha! Suspense. Don't worry, I have a charger. Panic. Anticlimactic. You wanna turn on? No, please tell. Shoot. No. No. I didn't plug in time. The battery died. Oh, this is great. At such a climactic moment too. No. Yeah. Well then, I guess we'll just have to find out next time after I can replay the game up to that point. Vinny's broken. To be completely honest, I was actually going to end the stream after probably pointing the finger at a certain person. Because this has gone on too late. I don't want to stream for 6 hours again. It's 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep. I will leave it right there. Whether I wanted to or not. I'm gonna have to call it here. Sorry guys. I guess you're gonna have to catch me the next time I stream this. Well, that was one way to end the stream. Great. Oh, what am I doing? I'm unplugging the 3DS. Vinny's happy, hurt, sad, and confused. This was a great way to end it, actually. You can't make this stuff up, folks. It's not April Fool's anymore. I ain't joking. Alright, well, we'll point the finger at somebody next time. I'm sorry it had to happen that way. But, thanks everybody for joining for the first case of the Great Ace Attorney. You're left in suspense. You have no closure. Are you broken? I am! Oh, geez, this is kind of stupid. But, we'll find out in the next part. I've left you in suspense, huh? Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you guys for being here. If you're asleep, please don't wake up on my part. I'm waiting until people wake up to finish it. So, thank you guys. Once again, if you haven't already, you can follow me on Twitch to catch me live. Next time I stream this, geez, you guys are gonna be left on a cliffhanger for like 2 days, 3 days. But if you're on the YouTube video, you can just wait for the next part. Wow, so convenient. Follow on YouTube for archives of past streams. Follow me on Twitter for updates about when I stream and what I stream next. And, moreover, I'll see you in the next video. I'll keep you in suspense no longer. If you're on YouTube, you need to see the next part right now. Alright, if you need to go to sleep or if you're at the end of the video, have a good night. Have a good day. Goodbye. Goodbye!